Thank you all for joining in. The webinar will begin shortly in the next few minutes. Good evening to one and all present here, and welcome to today's event. We will be having a full-fledged Q&A session with our founder and CEO, Dr. Mohit Batra. You could drop in your questions on any of your financial or investment-related queries in the Q&A section, and I will place them to our panelist. Over to you, Mr. Mohit.
Thanks a lot, Jason. A very good evening to all of you. I hope all of you guys are doing good. It's an interesting session, this one. As you remember, last time I had gone on a rapid fire. The rapid fire is that I would like to do and pick up as many questions as possible. So please write in all your queries. Before we move there is a lot of investors who've shown interest in the HNI offering, and they have written to me personally. I'm going to address that. HNI product is coming in full flow. Our hopeful launch is in the somewhere around 10th of October. We are doing very interesting things with the HNI product, and to share with you the performance of the product is looking extremely good. So that is something that is coming there. Technical product is obviously under progress, and I think that should also be launched somewhere there. So you'll have two big additions coming in, which is the HNI product and the technical product, hopefully coming in along with that. Now, for all my Mojo subscriber friends, technical product will be a part of your subscription pack, so you don't have to worry about the pricing out there. HNI is something that we will onboard selectively. I would like to speak with the members who are interested in the HNI product, and then we'll onboard, because this is a personal relationship product, and we would like to make sure that the investor is onboarded to our philosophy completely and has a long-term trust. My expertise in the last 25 years is to manage HNIs. My expertise in the last 25 years is to not just manage HNI's equity allocation, but all the pain points, all the financial queries that a HNI may have. So the advantage of the HNI product is not just a separate model portfolio. It is about a personal touch that we would like to give and become a personal financial advisor to you guys, and not just look at equity allocation, but look at even financial planning, debt allocation, funding requirements, your insurance plans. So everything taken together will be a part of the HNI product. Now, if you remember, there is a lot of queries that have come to us in terms of the price increase, and also in terms of the price being unaffordable to some of the members. And we've taken into consideration all of that. And with that, I would want to tell you something important that we've done on the site starting this morning. Before we go in with the big price increase, this is something that we're giving out as an offer to all subscribers, even if they are at a point where they cannot spend that much. We have broken up Mojo Professional. We have broken up Mojo Professional into two sub packs. People who only want the model portfolios, and people who only want stock advisory, and people who want the whole Mojo Professional pack. So here, obviously, what we are doing is that in the model portfolios, what is included is up to 5 model portfolios and capability to invest from 1 lakh to 5 crores. This pack on the site is available for 9,000 rupees, 8,999 for 1 year. On the site, you cannot have extensions. Only through webinar, we are giving a 2-year exclusive offer of 14,999, which comes at a discount of around 17-18%, but you can extend unlimited. Similarly, stock advisory is another option that you can take directly without taking model portfolios if you are concerned about your cost. It has recos on all stocks. It has Mojo stocks. It has stock of the month. It has all the research. It has all the switcher product. It also is at 8,999, which is 9,000 1 year on the site. Only for webinar users, you can get it for 14,999 for 2 years with the discount, and you can extend unlimited only through the webinar links. Mojo Professional full pack, which has model portfolios plus stock advisory plus optimizer, is the only pack which is available for 14,999. 2 years, again, we are giving a close to 20% discount at 24,999 for 2 years. But the two main things out here is that you can extend this. We've kept the extension on unlimited, and we've given all future launches free only in the Mojo Professional pack, which is a full service pack. So just to repeat, you have a lower entry point if you feel like. With model portfolios, you can only buy the model portfolios, or you can individually buy the stock advisory pack, or you can buy the Mojo Professional full pack. The only difference, two difference in the site price. Site only gives 1 year pricing, which is 8,999, 8,999 and 14,999. but only through webinars. We are offering a 2-year exclusive deal with discount at 14,999, 14,999, and Mojo Professional at 24,999. And you can extend unlimited both the model portfolio, stock advisory, as well as the Mojo Professional. The big difference by taking the Mojo Professional full pack is that all future launches will be a part of this. So there is a complete price protection in the Mojo Professional full pack if you were to take, which all of you guys who've taken in the past, you will also get the same benefit. But in this, now moving forward, stock advisory prices may go up, model portfolio may go up, Mojo Professional may go up for sure, but not with the technical products and other products coming in. All of those are a part of this particular package. We have revisited the Markets Mojo pricing and given a lower price point entry. We are going to revisit InfinHub very soon, but still InfinHub is available to $399. In a next day or two, we are moving it up to $599. You have a big benefit that you can play out here. You are getting 100 days free, which will go away. And also $399 will become $599. So there's almost a $200 saving that you are getting if you were to subscribe InfinHub. My request to all my members who are interested in global investing is to make sure that you extend it as many times as possible, because this is something that we are doing in the next 24 hours now, once we've revised the pricing of Markets Mojo Professional and the model portfolio and stock advisory product. With that, let's get into the Q&As without wasting time. Jason, can you help me with the Q&As, please?
Yeah, I've dropped the links in the chat box. Question by Mr. Rohan. Can we do intraday swing trading by using Markets Mojo, as I have never seen any penny stocks or microcaps stocks by Markets Mojo?
Yeah, intraday swing trading is not our specialty. We are fundamental investors. We always believe even the technical product and the F&O product or the swing trading product that we'll come out with will be with the fundamental bias, so that the investor wealth is protected and we give returns, higher returns than what you can get under normal swing trading formulas. So right now, no, but with the technical product coming in, I would suggest that you wait. Our technical product, how it is different is because it will consider fundamental overlay. So there's a technical overlay that will come on the fundamental strength. We are today one of the strongest fundamental advisors in the country. Our success rates are the strongest, our returns are the strongest. We want to take the same philosophy to the technical product as well, whether it is intraday, whether it is cash technicals, whether it is F&Os, whether it is swing trading or many other opportunities. We will make sure that our fundamental overlay of strength is always there, because that is our IP. And then we will create products on the technical basis that.
Okay, a question by Mr. Amit Shenoy. This is on upward averaging. When you are suggesting upward averaging and removing money from lagging stocks, what is the timeline we should be looking at? For example, based on the multi-bagger session, I took a couple of stocks in which all cargo is raised by 25% and IG Petrol is down by 20% in 1 month. So when should I start upward averaging, as 1 month is too less a timeline in the equity markets?
Right. So I would say that the upward averaging phenomena works best if you spend a quarter in it. So I would say 3 months is a good time to wait for a stock to respond and react. And then you need to move in with the upward averaging. But don't move in a month's time. You're absolutely right. Even 3 months is a shorter period. But in terms of active search of multi-bagger, what I always recommend is follow a 3-month approach.
Okay. One question by an anonymous attendee. He says that the recent Mojo stock you recommended, Indian Energy Exchange, is at like a 52-week high. Is it still the right time to enter, or should I buy after a correction if it's breaking out?
See, the thing that happens is it's a very, I would say 52-week high ka jo definition hai, wo in the stock market, we should remove it. It is nothing but a 1-year high. A stock can reach to a 52-week high in the first, 1 week of the trading session of the new financial year or whenever. 52-week high is not a parameter that the stock is overpriced. First of all, let's get that. 52-week high can be anything. Let's assume a stock last year was down to 50 rupees and it came this year to, it was at 100 rupees, it was 50 rupees down, and it came back to 101. Now you're saying it is at 52-week high, but according to me, it has just reached the price where it was. Just that the price was there a year and a half back. We say it is at a 52-week high. So 52-week high can be a misnomer, right? I will only say that please follow it, right? There is no way that in the long run, fundamental investing in the long run will always give you the benefits. Don't look at where the price of the stock is. Don't look at if it is 100% up already, 200% already. I keep telling you this, it is a very scary thing. I completely am with you and I empathize with you. Because maybe whenever, even I look at a stock, I say, yaar, bahut chal gaya hai. Even when I look at this, it is very difficult for somebody who's seen the markets as close as that I have seen to hold myself and take that call. But I would say take that call. You can go wrong. Yes, you can go wrong. But when we are saying that over 80% of the time we are going right, that is a chance that I would take as an investor.
There's one question come on subscription by Mr. Prashant Sagar. So I already have a 15-year of full subscription. If I only take model portfolio for say another 5 years, how will you add it to my current subscription? Will model portfolio be added after my 15 years of full subscription?
So no, I don't think so that we can do, because after 15 years, you never know what the pricing would be. But if you have a full subscription, why would you want to take a separate subscription? Because model portfolio is already a part of it. If you want to create 5 other portfolios, then you may decide that I want to create multiple other portfolios, so I will take this thing. The simpler way of doing that is get another Gmail ID, and through another Gmail ID, you subscribe to the only model portfolio pack. So that you can do. But if you have a 15 years, that's a great entry point anyways.
Okay, moving on. This one question by Mr. Shamil. He's asked, what should be our action plan if a crash happens?
Your action plan if a crash happens is two of the following things. Either you sit patiently, because if you try and cash out in the crash, right? Trust me, it will not be of any benefit to you, because you never know if it is a crash. The crash definition of crash is only when you look at historically, right? If there is a saying which basically says that history is written by the winners. कोई हार के तो history लिखता नहीं है. So whenever you look back, you can say 2008 was a crash. This year was a crash. 96 was 97 was a big crash. So these are things that you can only make out by going into the future. Now we living in the past. The thing that happens is that you will go through the crash. What happens is that nothing comes down, nothing falls like this. It goes down like this. A crash also comes like this, right? Even when you have an event basis crisis, right? Let's assume there is a warning of a war. It will have this thing, then the markets will rebound back. So markets give you that time, right? My simple phenomena is that whenever I say that I have seen that personal crash coming in, I have always tried to make sure that I'm patient, because you never know when this is going to get revived. Number 2 is that if you have surplus wealth during that time, that is a good time for you to look at whether you want to invest some more, rather than, and that is not down averaging. When we talk about multi-bagger approach of upward averaging, we talk about a stock-based averaging. This is a scenario-based. So if I say markets have corrected 5%, 10%, I will be damn tempted to put in some more money. Now that whole money, let's assume I have 100 rupees lying aside. I will not put the whole 100 rupees. Maybe I'll put 25 rupees in, then I'll wait, then I'll put 25 rupees in, then I'll wait, whatever it is. And then when the market starts reviving, I'll put the whole 50 in. So I think that is something that we'll do, but don't worry, market crash and all that stuff, we are there. If you are a Mojo professional member, we are there to guide you. I mean, I can tell you that if I'm coming 5 times a week in front of you in market crisis or in market crash, I will be there right in front of you. Completely, always. So we will handhold you. You don't have to worry about who will help us, and I'll have to take my own calls and all. We will devise a strategy for you.
There's one question by Johnson in response to your 52-week high question. He's saying if 52-week high is of no consequence, then why is it given as a notification?
No, it is given as a notification because you guys want as a notification. Everybody is looking at a 52-week high as a price notification. According to me, it is of zero relevance. It is of zero relevance. And, unlike what you're saying, I would be very tempted to take it out. There is no relevance of 52-week high or low. Absolutely no relevance. Date wise, it is like saying that I'm fasting tomorrow morning. So today I will eat as much non-veg as possible, and tomorrow morning it is in your stomach. Similarly, the price point that you compare, how much was the price last year? Did it take a dip? And from there it has gone back, come to principle or move up. This is exactly the discussion we used to have from 2008 to 2013, 14. When the market is going so high, market is at all-time high. All-time high kya hota hai? Market was here, a stock is here, then it comes here, right? In a year's time, and this is market and stock similar. Then it comes back here, or like little up, and you say it is all-time high. This time that is in between, this time, you can't take the relevance out of this time. If after 3 years a stock has come to a 52-week high, right? Why is that it is such a big thing? It is recovered after 3 years and coming to a 52-week high. This is the time to catch it. You look at any stock which comes to a 52-week high, that is the right time to catch it. If I were to do a trading product, I would rather do a fundamental trading product on only stocks that touch 52-week high, because there is almost a certain chance out there that they will give you a 2, 3, 4, 5, 10% extra. Always.
Okay. Nice question by Mr. Abhishek. The new model portfolio which is created is auto-optimized during creation as per market conditions between various market caps. But what about old portfolios? Do they remain the same? How fast can it optimize itself based on market conditions?
So the old portfolios also change very fast. The thing that happens is that when the market starts dipping down, there is a lot of stocks. See, unlike the Mojo stocks where you're always present in the strong buys and all, model portfolio doesn't follow that. Model portfolio starts with a strong buy on the first day, then it goes towards buy, because the stocks that remain out there, some of the stocks are even buy in the system and all this stuff. Whenever the market turns around, right? So if the market turns around, a lot of these buy stocks will become hold and move out of the model portfolio, and the new strong buys will come in. The new strong buys that come in will go in with the new market cap and all this stuff. So there is auto alignment that happens on a monthly basis in model portfolio. There is auto alignment that happens on a monthly basis out there, right? So there is nothing to worry about that. Mere paas, if I have a 3-year-old portfolio or a 2-year-old portfolio, how will that align to the current market scenario? Because every stock that goes out and gets added, it is getting aligned out there. And see, the other thing is that we don't have 50 stocks in the portfolio. See, when you are getting in, you are certainly, let's assume you are an aggressive or a moderate client, you anyways have 30% large caps. So it is not that you are completely, you have to become, from a horse, you have to become an elephant. So kaise hoga overnight? It is basically that you are already having 30%. How will that go to say a 60%, which is right now if you were to create a new model portfolio? And that happens with 3-4 stocks. So it's not a big deal.
Okay, this question by Advait, he's a bit unhappy. He said, "Hi Mohit, you promised to keep the offers open for at least a few days, but suddenly in the morning it's closed. Now the old links are currently not accessible. Can you please help him provide the older 1999 offers?"
No, older 1999 I would not be able to give you. I have always told you one thing, and you tell me in the last 2 or 3 months since the time I've been coming to webinars, when have I not met my promise with you guys? I have told you I will extend, I have extended. I came that day on Ganesh Chaturthi and I told you guys that, renew as much as you can. I'm closing this tomorrow. I again gave a final warning on the day, just 2 days back, 5 days back. Today is the 5th day. On the first day of Ganesh festival, I came and I said that because of this, we are opening the links up. But, there is a limit, because any investor will feel unhappy and say that, I didn't attend that one, or, I missed it. The only thing I can tell you guys, which is something that I repeatedly tell you, and as you know that I have, whenever I've told you something, I have done it, whether it is a 1-week delay or a 2-week delay, that these prices will further go up. Today, you're finding 23,999 or 24,000 rupees as expensive for 2 years. You would be surprised by the end of this year, that would be the price for 1 year. So if you've not locked yourself, because I am launching a technical product which will be priced at 12,000 rupees separately. That is going to come free to you and that is 24,000 rupees product if you take a 2-year offer, which is going to come free to you. So at a certain stage, we have to keep increasing. So, and we will make sure that we will do that particular thing. But I have always been honest, transparent, and open with you. I have given enough warning before I've increased the price that, guys, I'm going to do it. In fact, I have prolonged it. So I'm really sorry, I can't do that. But trust me, मैं आपको फ्यूचर में जाके बता रहा हूं, ये this is 24,000 will be a 1-year price. You want to do it, you please go ahead and do it right now. This is not going to come down, right? I give you my promise that if this rate comes down, I'll give you the differential back. But this is only going to increase.
Okay, I've dropped the links. A lot of requests coming for last chance, but I've dropped the links for the new offers. Yeah. So this one question by Mr. Prashant. He says, if you have any opinion on SLB, which is stock lending and borrowing, is it okay to lend stocks from my portfolio towards this?
I have typically, no opinion on that. I think SLB is something that I personally don't like. This whole stock lending piece, which is putting your stocks in a position that you don't have flexibility of doing what you want to do. It's a very risky thing to do, but it is typically your will. I mean, if you want to have that extra money coming in because you just have stocks lying out there, you may want to do it. But I think regulators, if you ask me internal news, regulators coming very hard on these kind of things. So you be very careful when you look at something like this. I think personally you should stay away.
Okay.
Deepal has sent a very detailed question. Deepal, your whole table is skewed. I can't see it properly on the thing. So Jason, just give your ID to Deepal so that he can send it to us personally and then I can respond.
Yeah, I'll just take a note and send you this particular. I've got his email ID as well. Yeah, moving forward to the next question. Yeah, so Karthir has said that most of the times the second dot valuation is expensive or very expensive, even if it's a strong buy or buy Mojo stock. How should we decide on this, whether it's fine to wait for some time before entering directly?
Yeah, so the only thing that you need to look at is the score. When the valuation is expensive, I'm budgeting that into the score, right? So you please do not overlay your decision looking at the valuation and say that whether I should get this company or not. That is my job. I'm being upfront to you that everything that is a expensive valuation or that is a non-expensive valuation is all budgeted in the score. So please do not overlay your decision of buying a stock or selling a stock looking at the valuation as one of the factors only.
Okay, a question by one of the investors. Selecting some of the stocks with inflation adjustment returns may save us from market crash. What's your opinion on this?
So how do you do that? So how do you do inflation adjusted returns? I mean, it's something that you can very easily do, but there is no way of hedging your returns out there with that calculation. There is absolutely no way you can do that.
Okay, Mr. Balachandran, you asked a stock specific question. Mohit, I'll just read it out for you.
Yeah.
He's saying that there's one particular stock, Hudson Agro. Its actually score is 68 currently, and it's has an extended rally for 6 sessions straight. Yeah. And it's gone up by 31%. He holds 2,300 shares and it's a 68 score. He wants to know what should he do with the stock. Can he continue holding it?
Mr. Mr. Balakrishnan, right?
Balachandran.
Mr. Balachandran, it is on a price increase frenzy. So, I know it is a 67 score. Even if I were to kind of today tell you where I see the last 5 quarter results of this particular company. Just give me 1 second.
Yeah. It's H80. Yeah.
So I'll tell you what concerns me on this stock. It is a 67 score, which is just about hold. The thing that concerns me is the financial trend. Now, if you see here, 524, the performance has come down from 18 to 5, but look at the price movement of the stock, right? From almost a 1200, it has gone to a 1500 in hardly any time out there. And that is played around in the returns. If you see out here, most of the return has come very recently. Otherwise, if you see the returns, it's fine, but it has come very recently. But if you see the quartiles, it is showing as a good performer. Most of this has happened, obviously it is out here. And this is what my concern to you is. It's a high risk, high return stock. So you want to play this, according to me, it's overpriced right now. According to me, it will require maybe another 2-3 trading sessions where it'll start taking a hit. But it is anybody's call, because what is happening on this stock is not fundamental. It is basically a huge technical play that is happening on this stock.
Okay.
You see, we had given a bullish call from mildly bullish on this stock when it was at 1,014 rupees. It is still very bullish on various categories. It can go either ways. According to me, it's not a fundamental call. Technically, anything can happen on the stock. But I would say that be very careful if you have a large position on this. Watch it for a day or two at maximum, and then we'll decide.
Okay. Question by Mr. Pankaj Shah. He says, sometimes when you give a buy call, the stock is 6 to 7 months old in the Mojo list. But at times we can enter and suddenly the stock will exit the list. Is there anything to be concerned here? We can end up in losses.
No, I don't think so. There's anything to be concerned out here. There are these freak cases that happen sometimes. But they are very rare and few. You don't need to get worried about that at all, sir.
Okay, and to one of the new stocks which I've entered, this question, Mr. Dhruvil, is a new microcap stock. It's entered the list and it's rallied 20% circuit on the very first day. What is the right time to enter? Should one enter ASAP? Please guide with the right approach.
Yeah, I think you should enter ASAP, or you should wait for a day or two and see where the price trend is going. If it is again going in the same frenzy, I would say wait for a couple of days and then enter. And the other thing that I'm always telling you is Naya new stock and then trying to enter out there is a good IPO kind of a strategy, right? Because Mojo stocks typically have that immediate takeoff in the first 1 week. Then they stabilize a little bit. And then the real rally comes after a couple of months. That is the big rally and sustained rally that comes out there. Now, there are either of the two things you can do. Wait for a week and see where it is settling, and then you get into it, right? So not on the first day, but maybe wait for a 2-3 days and see where it is settling. The other approach, which I typically follow and tell you in the multi-bagger approach, is wait for a couple of months, let it settle down. You will clearly know that ye negative wale hain, ye positive wale hain. We have to select from this particular list. And that formula we have already given you. From there, the chance of return and the absolute return has always been the highest, not in the first 1 week. Even if you consider these vague ones that come in and give you 26-27% return in a day or so. So you can follow either of the approach. This is a more secured and outperforming approach. This is a little more risky approach. And that is the reason that first week, the movement is huge.
Okay, Mo, there's a request for the 5-year link. Lakshmi has asked that if I can have the 5-year link, please. I'm already subscribed till 2027. Not the 2-year, the 5-year.
We have removed the 5-year link and we'll not be able to provide that. I'm really sorry, but I have given a lot of chance to you guys, and I've repeatedly done this for the last 1 month. The prices from here will only go up. I will not be able to drop it any further. I had given a blanket chance even 5 days back to all of you guys. I'll not be able to do this again because the reason is that it has to stop someday, because tomorrow again somebody will come and say that I need that particular link. So I cannot say no to one investor and yes to the other investor. I may as well say no from one particular day, and that day is today. I have resolved a lot of your problems today. If you want only a model portfolio, you can get it for 9,000 rupees. You can get it for 14,000 rupees on the site for 2 years. Only on the webinars. Only on the webinars we're giving 2-year links. The reason we are only giving 2-year extensions on webinar and unlimited extensions is because of the Mojo professional base that we have. On the site, we are not even extending anything beyond 1 year now. So you have to appreciate that we are doing as much as possible for the community.
Okay.
The other thing I want to tell you is that t-shirt links are coming to you guys. Make sure that you guys, opt for it. We are spending close to 50 lakhs on t-shirts. So it's a big project for us. So make sure that you guys give your sizes and everything properly there.
Okay. Question by Geeta. I would like to subscribe for Infina, but do not know if it is suitable at this moment. As at the moment, I do not have much funds available. I want to know whether a model portfolio is available here and whether it can start with rupees 1 lakh minimum, or what is the minimum amount.
Yeah, so then you can start in India with 1 lakh. If you don't have much money and you don't know how to go about doing international investing, then you can start with the Indian model portfolio that is available on the site at 8999. If you go through our links on the webinar, you get a 2-year. I think you should always lock at least 2 years because you're also getting a discounted price there. So you take that up. InfinHub is for some people, a person like me. If today I look at the InfinHub price and if I have the money, I would say I will lock it for next 10 years because I know that this trend is going to go. And I know that I'll not be able to afford it maybe, 1 month later or maybe in the next few days. So it is for investors who look at international investing. A lot of my NRI friends are on this call. For them, it is a absolute steal. It is, I can't tell you how beneficial InfinHub is for as far as global investing is concerned and how much we are putting behind it. For those investors, it's great. But if you have, 1 lakh plus kind of an appetite, then I think you should take the Indian model portfolio approach.
Okay. Yeah, I'll pick this next question. Yeah, by Mr. Nilesh Madkari. When you advise not to buy all Mojo stocks, and since 80% of Mojo stocks succeed, what if I end up buying the remaining 20% of stocks?
Exactly. That is the reason I recommend not to buy all Mojo stocks. I've never recommended you to buy all Mojo stocks. My principal guidelines of making wealth is have 10 to 15 stock portfolio. Enter after a month or 2 months when the rally settles down. You will find out which are the stocks which are more highly probable of making money than losing money, right? And hold it patiently. Do not profit book it. And when a stock doesn't perform for 3 months of you holding it, you sell it and either buy a new stock or invest back in the stock that is doing the best in your portfolio. How easy is this formula? Who is applying this formula? Jason, do a poll and ask the investors who's applying the multi-bagger formula.
Okay.
Dilip, your present subscription is up to 2024. You need to extend it. I would say extend it for another 4 years by taking the 2-year link, which is 24,000 odd. You can extend it 2 times also so that you will get another 4 years out there.
Just launching the poll.
Jason, just give the link out.
Yeah.
We have 50% votes in. Okay, we have 70%. Okay, we have, let's finish the poll. We have around 51% who are saying they're applying the multiplier formula and 49% who are saying they're not. So great. In case you guys want to know what is the multi-bagger formula, I'm doing one full-fledged multi-bagger session this Friday, I think, Jason, or Saturdays.
I think it's on Friday. This
yeah,
the event
we'll send you that.
Okay. Yeah. This new question by Mr. Narasimhan Ramaswamy. I'm new to the Markets Mojo family. I have created a model portfolio which is conservative. Can I buy the shares as of today's price? Apart from this, I hold shares in my portfolio which some are Mojo stocks, and in total I have 36 stocks, which is 12 of model portfolio and 24 in my personal portfolio. Do you have any advice on this?
I didn't get the question. You've created a model portfolio, but you're not invested in the model portfolio, is what you're saying?
Yeah, he's saying I've not bought the shares as of now. Can I buy as on today's price?
Then delete that portfolio and create a new portfolio. Then delete that portfolio because you've not bought anything in that portfolio, and create a portfolio tomorrow morning and then buy those stocks.
Okay, he says he'll have 36 stocks in the end. Is that fine?
36 stocks, including the model portfolio, is what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
In conservative, you'll have around 15 odd stocks, and you'll have maybe another 15, 20 stocks out there. That's fine. Okay, you have to consider model portfolio as a mutual fund, guys. Today, if you have, say, 20 stocks in your portfolio and you have a mutual fund which has 50 stocks, you can't say, I'm clubbing 50 stocks and 50 and 20 stocks of mine. Now I have 70 stocks. Don't look at your model portfolio stocks. Don't confuse yourself by trying to say that I can't buy this in this portfolio now. Personal investing through direct buying stocks is a different approach than a portfolio approach. Portfolio approach, do not look at overall allocation. Don't club that allocation together and say number of stocks, because that logic, if you have two mutual funds, you would be invested in 120 stocks. So don't look at that approach. Consider model portfolio as like a concentrated mutual fund investing approach. Do you guys go and look at the mutual fund fact sheet and say that इसपे क्या stocks है, मेरे पास क्या stocks हैं, अभी overweight हो गया? No, you don't do that. You only do it here because this is only 10 stock, 12 stock portfolio.
Okay, moving forward. So this question by Sita, she wants to know if the IP can also accommodate a separate page which can show us all the multi-baggers in one particular section.
We've never thought about that, but these are potential multi-bagger with an approach that we discuss. But we will consider that. We will. I'll see what is the feasibility of that.
Okay. Going to the next question, it's by Mr. Amit. Is it advisable to buy a term plan through aggregators like Policybazaar or directly from an insurance company?
You can buy through these aggregators. Like, my only thing is your data out there, because once you give your data, they will call you the rest of the life till the time you don't die. So my problem is only that I'm much rather a subscriber of go to the site. You have the rates available everywhere. Right? I don't even give my phone number out to a shopkeeper nowadays, because the data is so. I get 2 calls a day from Cars24 that do you have a car? I've started saying that no, I have a cycle. So the only reason that I do not like these insurance online players is because their sheer play is call center. And they circulate data, it's aggregate data. So, it will go from one. So basically, if they try your phone call for 5 times and you don't respond, or maybe you're not buying it, that data, they sell it to another insurance broker. Then it goes to the third broker. So your life is booked on these calls. All these rates are available. Just go to the insurance company site. We apne ko pata hai top 4 kaun hai. So it will stay. If I were to go and I will figure out in like less than 15 minutes, what are the rates, and I'll buy it directly from the insurance company.
Okay, I think this one particular question by Rishan is that does Mojo share data as well?
Sorry?
Does Mojo share data as well?
No, Markets Mojo never shares any data. We do not promote any other company to you guys. We do not promote any other feature to you guys. Markets Mojo's data of its clients is absolutely exclusive and protected under Markets Mojo rights only. We do not give any data to anybody. Proof is that, have you got a single email, a single SMS from our side promoting anybody? We've never done that, and never will we do that. So our data is, for us, it's our God. Our investors' data is the biggest asset that we have. We never share that outside.
Okay. Next question. This is by Ms. Gosal. The subscription in Infinum, is it separate? Can we take it separately for each country? Is there a package where I can get USA and Canada together?
No, there is nothing like that today. It is a single package, guys. It is $399. You know what the pricing of fundamental products outside in the world is? Because we are Indians, we talk like this. If I were to tell you that the minimum product, our competition, the minimum product for 20 countries is priced at $2,500. We are pricing it at $399. $2,500, huh? We are pricing it at $399 and it is currently available for all countries.
Okay. So Mr. Rasool is a bit upset I'm not picking his one particular question. He's actually asked a stock specific question.
Yeah.
He's saying that he's invested in Motilal at a very high price. What should we do now? What should we do particularly now on that?
When did you invest?
I think he says 1030. That should be around 2 months ago, 1.5, 2 months ago.
Right. And it's a 71 buy. Please hold it. मेरा advice कभी site से अलग होगा ही नहीं, sir. Because I know I will go wrong, my site will not go wrong. Right? I have a better chance of going wrong in advising you, but my site has a much lower chance. It has a chance of going wrong. It has a much lower chance of going wrong. It is a 71. Great score. Hold it.
Okay, and one of the investors, Mr. Anand, has asked about a particular stock. It's Z Entertainment, which has surged 40% in a single trading session. He's saying, why was this particular stock out of Mojo radar?
So no, if a stock has gone up 50%, it's out of Mojo radar. That can happen. I can't today tell you that every stock that goes up 20-30% has to be in the Mojo stocks or in the list. You know, there are stocks that will go across. Some sell stocks will also go up. I mean, this is a 54 score hold stock. It is not that we have a sell call on that, but we feel that there are fundamentally better stocks. Don't go on 40% on one day kind of a story. You know, if you look at the stock returns on the longer run, in 1 year, it is given what returns has it given in 1 year? Abhi, you guys also ask things on a 1 day reaction, right? Now, if I were to go and look at this stock, it is up 40% today. Let's do a simple math. In 1 year, it is up 21%. So barring today, this stock on a 1 year basis was doing negative returns. Why should it be a contender only for Mojo stock or a buy? ये सारा का सारा जो आप green देख रहे हैं वो आज हुआ है. All this green is because of today. So just because of a day's rally, we don't. It means nothing.
Okay. This one particular question has come by Mr. Ravi. He's saying, I have done an investment in June, July of around 4 lakhs. I lost all my money. The investment was into options. Now I need to change my opinion. Should I invest more in options or not?
Sir, please stay away from options. ये एक options का अभी तेजी आया हुआ है. Everybody is thinking that options आ गया तो we will make money. Please stay away from it. When the Panwala starts talking about option, you have to understand that this is the time for me to not invest in this. You will lose more money even if you talk of the options. Please stay away. Do fundamental investing. Make sure that you take fundamental calls. Make money. There is no short-term way to making money consistently. एक ट्रेड ठीक हो जाएगा, 2 ट्रेड ठीक हो जाएगा, 3rd ट्रेड में पिछले 5 ट्रेड का पैसा जो कमाया था सब चला जाएगा. ये एक स्टोरी नहीं है इन्वेस्टर की. If I were to write this will be a story of every investor that I have seen. 3 ट्रेड में आप हंसोगे, 4th ट्रेड में पूरा खानदान रोएगा. So do not do this, please, because your whole wealth that you create out of this whole philosophy will go in 1 trade. Right? Please don't do it.
Coming back to Rasool's question on Motilal Oswal, he's saying he's further average downside on MOSL and he's still at a huge loss. He wants a particular opinion from your of average.
Please keep it.
Okay. Yeah. We've got a lot of questions in HNI. This question by Rupa is that, hi Mohit, I've booked membership till 2035. I'm 62 years and retired. I would like to avail the HNI product. Please, could you clarify any advantages for members to take the HNI product?
See, the advantages of the HNI product is that we will be managing that product personally and diligently, not just the product, but also the client. So the client has a lot of queries today. You have there are over 1,000 people on this call right now. Now I can take say 50 questions, 100 questions. I cannot come and sit in front of you, chat with you for 3-4 hours and look at everything that you have and then plan it accordingly and then make sure that the portfolio is delivering that kind of a return. So HNI is that service. HNI is the personal service where we have a different model portfolio approach, where we have a different touch point approach with our customers, the kind of servicing that we'll do, even the kind of interaction, one-on-one interaction that we'll do. And we have a very limited, because we are it's not that we are going to hire a series of relationship managers to talk to you. We are trying to maintain a set of maybe 500 to 1,000 maximum HNIs that we'll onboard. And trust me, if I were to tell you that 1,000 and 500 will come our personal approaches only, and that is the reason we want to make sure that these set of HNIs that we onboard out there they understand our philosophy, they listen to us, and they make sure that they're with us for a longer period of time. So that is the whole. It's a personal touch point, different portfolio approach. It is also a different financial advisory approach that we are following out there, and we would be selecting HNIs rather than the HNI selecting us. It is the other way around that is going to happen.
Okay, and also a question on minimum ticket size. Is there any minimum ticket size for the HNI product?
I think the minimum ticket size I've told you is around 50 lakhs. It can be 1 crore also. We haven't decided on that. We're just working on the product right now. We can also come out and say that, let it be less than that also. So just give me a couple of weeks and we will give you the full demo of the product.
Okay, and we've got these questions a lot today, actually, Mr. Mohit. This is one question on a stock which has entered the list. It's saying that the price has moved up by 20%. The stock was added last night. So the investor saying that you should take the ending price of today instead of yesterday's closing price for the.
अरे सर, अगर मैं स्टॉक आज ऐड करता और वो 20% नीचे होता तो this is not that I'm adding the stock looking at the price ना. Why do you guys think that we are sitting here to do anything awkward? If I select the day the stock comes, I am being diligent and I am saying आज मैंने शाम को प्रोसेस रन किया, स्टॉक आया, इसका मैंने प्राइस लिया और दे दिया आपको. नाउ नेक्स्ट डे तो मैंने भी नहीं देखा, आपने भी नहीं देखा. I haven't seen the next day, you haven't seen the next day. I'm not looking at the next day, na? I can't see the next day. So the next day chance of whether the stock goes down 10% or up 10%, I'm taking. So whatever you do, na, either side, there is always something will happen, either this side or this side. So I have to take one call. I can take the stock the next day also. Chali. If I take the stock the next day, in the morning session, we normally do this in the evening because we don't want clients to get excited and that, because if I send the stock out during the day and then there is a rapid buying on the stock, by the time my mails are going out, somebody has already made it circuit up. So we send it at the end of the day. Next day also, I will send it at the end of the day only. If I send it at the end of the day, what happens the next day then? So it is incidental that the stock is next day gone up or maybe gone down. The case is both sides, sir.
I don't know why Mithun said for microcaps, please add it during the trading session, please, if it's possible.
No, Mithun.
Yeah, there are some questions in the YouTube chat. One is when the technical product would be launching. Is it coming out in the next few weeks? And would this help us in the F&O segment?
So technical product is coming out in the next 3 to 4 weeks. It's not coming out in the next 2 weeks. And yes, the first technical product may not help you in F&O straight, but the second technical product so every month we plan to do one technical product launch. So there will be a host of technical products. When I told you that an additional 12,000 rupees we're going to charge every year, it is not giving you one technical product. There will be a host of technical products that will come out. That is the reason I keep telling you, ये आपको 24,000 expensive लग रहा है, अभी आपको 24,000 साल का हो जाएगा. It is for 2 years right now. So don't look at अभी मेरे को 19,000 नहीं मिल रहा है, 24,000 मिल रहा है, and Mohit is not giving me all of that stuff. Look at what the future would be. आप वैसे तो बोलते हो कि मैं future में price कितना होगा. I am telling you what the price of Markets Mojo would be. So to answer your question specifically, yes, F&O will be there, but not in the first launch. F&O will be there maybe in the second or the third launch. We plan to come out with at least 4 or 5 technical products, which will be launched on a monthly basis.
Okay, Lakshmi, you're posting the old links for 5 years. I won't be able to reactivate it. I'm just posting the 2 years links, the new links again. But sorry, I think those links is currently deactivated. So no matter how many times you click it, you will not be able to get that particular subscription. Yeah. Moving forward, we've got this one question on the YouTube chat regarding the upper circuit. It says that is it hitting the upper circuit because of the Mojo's recommendation for this particular microcap?
No.
And Viren has said,
sorry, go ahead.
Viren has said, will you be limiting the Mojo group soon due to this particular upper circuit scenario?
I would be. And that is the reason that is the reason some of the smarter investors on this panel already have subscribed for 15 years and 20 years. And still they ask me this question. They write to me that you will make sure that after 15 years, when I come and subscribe again, you will let me do it. And that is the reason I tell you guys, this is not a dip approach that you take a 1-year package or a 2-year package. Please do not care for agar aapne today, if you are taking, let's assume at 24,000 for 2 years, right? Let's assume you're taking it for 10 years. You have to take it for 1 lakh rupees. Around 1 lakh rupees, or maybe 1,20,000 or whatever it is, right? You're taking that. Your average price is what? 11,000, 12,000 rupees, which we are going to increase, and which we are basically saying at a certain point, we will not increase the price and all the products will come free. And also what I'm saying, what this relevancy of this question is that once we have that big jump that will come in the next, say 1 year or something, we will have to limit our client base. There is no other way. When I have to limit my client base, I will always give preference to people who are with us and they've subscribed for 15 years, 20 years. I have to, because they've already prepaid. That is one of the reasons that we've taken the 5-year and the 10-year offer out. That is one of the reasons today you are not noticing one thing that I said, which you are not keeping an eye open and ears open, that the 2-year membership today also can be extended unlimited only on the webinars. I'm still giving a way out, but you're still fighting for the 2,000 rupees. So the answer is today, we've not reached to that point at all, not even 4%, 5%. But at a certain stage, when we reach to that point, we will have to restrict entry to this platform. There is no other way.
Okay, question by Mr. Tapan Kumar. I'm more than happy to say that on 8th June, I started my model portfolio with an investment of 1 lakh. By the current time, I've invested a total of 3.5 lakhs. And after lots of ups and downs, today I found that the portfolio is up by 5.3%. What is the opinion about the same? Moreover, I'm waiting for 5 lakh cash one for further investment after encashing one of my fixed deposits, and also waiting for the proper time to invest in the same. Please give your suggestions here.
I have invested 25 lakhs today in an aggressive portfolio. And I'm telling you, the reason I keep telling you, I can give you my trade sheet. Right? My trade sheet would have come to me. I can show you my trade sheet. I have invested today. The markets were up. All my portfolios were up. I have still invested out there. And I invested because I invest blind. I don't even, when I'm investing, I don't look at market because it just gives me a heartburn. Because क्यों देखने का, कल वो नीचे हो गया, ऊपर हो गया, the same concept that you're talking about. मोजो stock आ जाए तो वो एक दिन के effect में वो हो जाता है, right? My approach to you is that be long term, and you make sure that you're investing over a period of time. Yes, right now, if you're looking at allocating 100% of your this thing, I would say allocate say 50%, 60% only. Thoda market to overvalued hai, that is fine. But don't lose the grip, because the minute the market corrects 5%, this rally that is coming now, this will go at a different level. I was talking to one of the biggest investors in this country, and you know who is. And I was talking, and that person said that Mohit, tumne dekha hi nahi hai rally to. You guys haven't seen what is going to happen in the next 5 years. This guy may have gone wrong in the first year, second year, but he's never gone wrong on 5-year forecast. I know it. He said, you guys have not even seen what is going to happen. Right? And that is a view that is with everybody. Now, obviously, nobody's got a 1 month view, 2 month mein kitna hone wala hai, niche hone wala hai. But if you're investing for 5 years, if you're investing for 6 years, please make sure that you keep investing over a period of time. So that is something that I will always recommend to you. Cross to heart. I can go wrong. I can go wrong on next month also, but do it over a period of time, right? You will not believe 99% of Mojo subscriber users. I was doing an analysis. Whether they've taken a 2-year pack or a 5-year pack or a 10-year pack, have already taken that money out in the first 3 months. For the whole year tenure that they paid for. So we are there with you. Make sure you're there long term, but we are there for you. But at every in the next, if you're looking for the next 5 years, 7 years, and trust me, ये बहुत बड़ा होने वाला है. This is not a 1 month, 2 month, 3 month day correction आएगा थोड़ा ये होगा. अपने को we have to play the 5-year rally.
We're getting a lot of comments like agreed, so true from the chat box. Yeah, moving on to the next one question. This question by Benoy. When you pick and recommend a stock, how do you assess the future potential of a stock apart from the superb historical analytical based recommendation that you do today?
So we don't look at the future recommendation. I had a call with the senior leadership of ICICI today. And there were around 5-6 senior gentlemen on the other side, and we were talking the same thing. And I said that there is no point looking at the future, because the best thing to do is to stay as conservative as possible. What is the phenomena of staying? Markets Mojo today is the most conservative player on the face of this earth. The reason is I don't even do a single future forecast. I look at the data. And they said, they were exactly saying, they said, Mohit, you're so right. Because I said, I look at the data and then I take a call. Kya hota hai compromise? That mera return gets shaved off by 5%. I enter a little late. That is the reason sometimes you feel that a stock comes as a strong buy, already moved 10%. I went in late at about there. But there are a lot of stocks that moves 10%, 20%. I don't get into that. Because I have to make sure that every call that we come out, we have to make sure that over 80% of our calls are right, guys. Because the thing is, this is, you guys don't understand, but when you create a portfolio approach, if over 80% of your stocks are delivering positive returns, you are a multi-bagger that day. वो होने वाला है. Uske andar, if I have to shave off 5% because I'm not doing future forecasting, because I'm looking at only the past data, and the only thing that happens is that it is not that I'm doing zero future forecasting. The price trend algos that we built into the product, they look at the price trend, and price is God, right? I've told you this before also. Everything, the wisdom of the man, the wisdom of the economics, the wisdom of import, export, global markets, everything is discounted and is there in that price. एक दिन में नहीं आता है तो 2 दिन में आ जाता है. So when we do 1 week of 1 month of price analysis, we come to know a lot of those things. And that is the reason that there are some stocks that fluctuate, because it is the price that is making them fluctuate. But majority of the time you will see we are the most conservative guy. And I'm telling you, you're with Markets Mojo, you be there for 5 years, 10 years, and you see where your investments go and where the investments of non-Markets Mojo investors go. You see it.
Yeah, Vedant, you said that you subscribed in August for a 5-year plan, but not recovered your subscription cost. You subscribed in the last week of August. You're saying I don't think that's possible.
You should say that on in the next day itself, sir. I said, give me 3-4 months, you will recover it. आप तो अभी 1 महीने के बाद ही you want a recovery. आप घर आ जाओ मेरे से ले लो पैसे.
Okay. Samir Joshi, you dropped this question many times in the chat box of YouTube. I'll just pick it up. Would HNI product advise on foreign real estate, private equity, non-Indian assets, insurance, HNIs?
Yeah. Insurance, yes. We will advise you on insurance. We will advise you on the insurance, that we will give you advice on whatever we know. Foreign private equity and all is something that we don't know. So that is something that we are not an expert in. We are expert in equity markets. We are expert in allocations. We are expert in financial planning. We are expert in telling you what the right positioning should be for your investments. So those are the kind of things that we are expert in. We know a lot, but we are not experts in that. And we will not just, for the sake of making money, start advising you on things that we know rather than things that we have expertise on.
Okay, and question on the YouTube chat that there are many stocks that are not showing scores. How should we treat this in our particular portfolio?
There are stocks which are either less than 100 crores where we don't put a score out there because we feel that it is too low. There are stocks where we don't have sometimes a 5-year history of if it is in a 1-year range or a 2-year, it is got listed out there. So those are the stocks where you don't find any score. So the under less than 100 crores is something that we will never look at. We are not that kind of a player that will look at 100 crores and less, and बहुत कचरा है वहाँ पे. The only place where I think we need to start adding value is the IPO stocks that come out where there is price history that can be taken from ROC when they were a private limited company. Those are things that we are working on, that can we start an IPO center, assess all the IPOs with our ratings as well. And also stocks that are large stocks, which do not have a fundamental listing history of more than say 1 year, 2 year. Those are the next hits that we will do.
Okay. Moving forward, question by Mr. Vivek Surana. He says he has 108 stocks in his portfolio. What should be the right approach for me? Portfolio or Mojo stock approach?
I think the right approach for you should be to upload all your portfolios on Markets Mojo first. Look at all the sell and the strong sells that come in, blindly sell it off, then say how much this 108 goes down to, and then what the amount that you sell from there, invest that in the model portfolio, either of the three that you feel like. 108 stocks is a disaster in the making. Do it as soon as you can. This is a good time for you to optimize your portfolio. Please do it. Put it on the portfolio section. Blindly remove the sells and the strong sells. Take that amount, park it in the model portfolio. Then we will talk. Tell me how many stocks are remaining after that.
Okay, question by Mr. MN. If one has no liability, no loan, having sufficient investment for living, how to calculate term insurance requirement in such cases?
Sorry, say that?
If one has no liability, no loan, and has sufficient investment for living, how to calculate term insurance requirement in such cases?
Zero. You don't have a term insurance requirement. If you have no loans, if you have no liabilities, and then there is no need. Term insurance is a liability cover, sir. So you don't need to spend that money on term insurance at all. You're absolutely fine not having a term insurance there.
Question by Mr. Rao. He wants to know if the market is the market rally driven by expectations from Modinomics, will the rally continue even with a different prime minister in the future?
Yeah, I think it's absolutely this Modinomics and all that stuff is something that's a 1 month thing. So I don't think so. This is a Modi effect that the market is going. What is happening that the market is going? It's not that there are some huge policy changes that are coming, or there is some huge stuff that is happening on the other side. You have interest rates which are great as of right now, but it cuts both ways for banks in terms of earnings, as well as it's a consumer based thing. There's a lot of upliftment at the rural level that is happening, which is a long term play that is going to come in. Infrastructure play is happening, which is again a very long term thing that is happening. So whatever Modi is doing is for a long term 10-15 years benefit. I don't think so that is getting discounted in today's rally. That will get discounted after 4-5 years, if you ask me. And those things are irreversible once they've started out there. So according to me, it's not a election driven, fundamentals never follow a election driven episode out there. There's a lot of other things that play out as well.
Question by a student. He says that his name is Mr. Shan. He says that I'm a new investor, 21-year-old. I've subscribed for 2 years plan and I've invested around 30,000. That's all I could. One of the reasons I'm here is I want to learn. Is there anything you recommend going forward?
No, I think you just keep following the Mojo stocks and the model portfolio approach. Make sure whatever stock you're buying, download a research report and read those reports. So if you're a student at this point, it'll give you a lot of analytics, a lot of understanding by downloading the research reports and reading that. Otherwise, I think you started a very good time.
Okay, Neerav, if you could drop in your question again, I think I must have missed it, but I'm unable to find your particular query. Moving forward, Saurabh Anand has said that as per my calculation with Markets Mojo, if I keep invested 1 crore and get a 45% CAGR, then 1 crore will become 7.5 crores in 5 years. Is that real?
That was real if you invested with us 5 years back. So why can't it be real moving forward? I'm saying that was real. These portfolio returns of 47% CAGR has been real for the last 5 years and 3 months. Now it can become 30%, it can become 50%, it can become 35%. I don't know. But you may make 7 crores, you may make 6 crores, but you may make 8 crores, but you will be in the range.
Okay. Yeah. Next question here. This is by Mr. Rahul Khan. He's saying that you send me an email at the end of the day that, oh, your portfolio is down by so and so percent and has underperformed 50. With a conservative approach, then you should not judge my portfolio on a daily basis.
Sorry, say that again. Sorry.
He's saying if you're following a conservative approach, I don't think you should judge my portfolio on a daily basis. And a laughing emoji.
Who's saying that?
Mr. Rahul.
With what?
No, he says that he receives a mail every day from Markets Mojo on his portfolio update. The mail subject line says, oh, your portfolio is down by so and so percent and so amount and has underperformed Nifty. Right. So he's saying, I have a conservative approach. I don't think you should judge my portfolio on a daily basis.
No, I don't judge your portfolio on a daily basis. I say that I'm saying we are giving a commentary on your portfolio. We are not recommending anything on your portfolio on a daily basis. There is one is to keep you updated on your portfolio. And you're right. मैं तो delete मार देता हूँ, आप भी delete मार दो. But there are certain set of services that we do for the full set of customers, right? Because if they can't, this service is there. If they can't come to the site for 1 week, 2 weeks, they're traveling, they don't do it. So we send them a daily update. We can stop that also. Let's take a poll. I'm most happy to stop it. I'm most happy to stop it because if you don't see it, why am I sending you even, right? In fact, why don't we do one thing, Jason? Please take the name of this investor and we'll stop the daily portfolio service for you. That is absolutely fine.
Sure, just drop it in the chat box or you could send us and we'll check it out. Question by Abhishek. He wants to know what is the maximum drawdown for an aggressive and moderate portfolio? Is there a major difference?
No, I don't think so. The drawdown, I can check that out. Frankly, I have not seen the numbers out there, but I think the drawdown difference is not that huge. I would say, let me not comment on it. I have some numbers in my head, but take the query. Jason will respond. Let's get the guys to find out the drawdowns for all the 3 portfolios and we'll disclose it to you.
A lot of investors in the chat box are saying, please don't stop the email. So it was only for that particular user. So there's
no. So don't worry, guys. We're not stopping it for all you guys, but whoever has a problem with getting daily updates, please tell us and we'll stop it.
Okay, question by Mr. Deepak to Deepak from the YouTube chat. Other than investing in the model portfolio, how should we go about investing and allocating money to new Mojo stock entrants, stock of the month on a monthly basis? Is that required?
No, that is something that, see, there's a portfolio approach. Why don't you, have you attended my multi-bagger? Because there it's not just about the multi-bagger. I talk about a full investing approach. So for this investor, Jason, just put that next multi-bagger that I'm doing, and I will take you through the full investing approach. Please attend that. We will start from a little beginning and we'll take through the whole approach.
Okay. Yeah. Moving forward, this one particular request by Mr. Murray is that, hi Moj, if it's possible, if you could schedule one multi-bagger session every week, it won't help us to become, it won't only help us to become a multi-bagger, but also help us manage our current psychology.
I know. I had told you that I would do that because of my shortage of time. Sometimes I think a couple of weeks I skipped, but I will try and do it every week for you. This week we are doing, last week I had skipped. The week before last I did. It is not that I'm saying that I'm going to do it every alternate week. It is just that there is a lot of work going on. So sometimes I get caught up in that, but I'll try and make sure that I do it every week with you.
Okay, Mr. Abhishek, you asked if a daily update is given for model portfolio. So currently we don't have that. We give an update as and when for your model portfolio. Yeah. Moving forward, Rahul has this particular question. I already have a portfolio approach. Why should I use any other particular approach? Is that fine?
I didn't see if you have a portfolio approach. Yeah, that's fine. If that's working for you and that is delivering returns as per your expectations or better than your expectations, then absolutely fine. Don't follow any other approach.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. We got this one particular question by Meena. I think she's slightly confused. She says, Mohit, every time we invest in a model portfolio, we may end up with more and multiple stocks. Is this the right thing we should do?
No. Today I invested, I'm telling you, today I invested in 25 lakhs I had put in today. and 6 stocks were the same stocks out there. So, and it allocated actually 24 lakhs in 6 stocks that I was already holding. So it's okay, मैं देखता ही नहीं हूँ. You should also not see. I am managing the market. The thing is that, guys, it's a problem of the platform. What is the problem of the platform is that I'm not a PMS house. Otherwise, तो मैं transaction करके आपको बताता भी नहीं था. Now the thing is that you are executing the trade, so you're looking at your previous trades and all this stuff. But please blindly execute it. Blindly executed. I think towards the start of the session, I was reading somebody's query that this particular stock and model portfolio is down. What should I do with it? Don't do anything. Model portfolio is mine. Your model portfolio, the only thing that is yours is money. The stocks are mine. The selection is mine. The philosophy is mine. Please leave it to me. Return तो मेरे को देना है ना आपको. Or you will generate return out there. So you don't have to do anything out there. Whatever the recommendation is coming in, just follow it. Leave the responsibility of making that money to me, no?
Okay, there's this one question by Rishikesh. Is that, hi Mohit, how do you see the real estate investment sector in the next 5 to 10 years?
See, real estate investment sector is not countrywide sector. I said it's a very regional approach that you need to look at. There is no answer to this, considering that you can't consider the whole of India and say that what will happen to real estate. It's a very localized approach now. So that is what you need to look at. But there are only 2 or 3 things that I've always talked about real estate. One is your real estate instrument is an instrument to try and park white and black money together. I'm being open and honest with you. So that is the reason that the real estate boom has been unprecedented for some time. According to me, the black money is going out of the economy slowly, and it is a lot of frustration within the whole money part that this cannot be invested anywhere else. So with the pressure and the right pressure that the government is putting to converting this black money into white, I think the real estate sector will take a big hit. That's number one. Number two is that the experiences of real estate, of management of real estate, getting in early, projects being delayed, land getting captured by somebody else, so on and so forth. There's a lot of scare around this particular asset class. Number three is the lock-in. When you get into real estate and you have to hold an asset for 5 years, 10 years, hoping that it will give you that aspiration, there is no moving price on a day-to-day basis where you can look at whether you need to liquidate this asset class or not. And number four is that till the time that your resultant sale comes in, that real estate is hardly earning 1 to 2% for you, or maybe 3% if it is commercial. So there is, the rental yields are the lowest in this country. So low monthly yields, large lock-in, and instability of lock-in of what the projects will be after 5 year, 10 year. Localized approach of intelligence of where the real estate can go up or not go up. And then finally, the whole draw out of black money that will happen from the economy in the next 5 to 10 years. I am not bullish on the sector per se. Regional spot opportunities in any sector will always exist.
Okay. Yeah, we've got this one particular question. It's by Mr. Nirman. He said that since you're a professional in the market, could you share the stocks you invested in today so that we can purchase the same stocks tomorrow?
Yeah, take the aggressive portfolio. All my money is in one portfolio, which is aggressive. I don't invest anywhere else because I'm not allowed to. We have an insider trading policy in the company. My family relatives, my blood relatives don't invest in stocks. We only, because that can be front running. Because we know what stocks are coming out in Mojo Stocks. We know everything out here. So our philosophy is very simple, that we would invest the same time you guys get a transaction mail, the same time I get a transaction mail. I talk to my broker, I execute through my broker. I have 100% of my money in one portfolio, which is the aggressive portfolio.
Okay. Next question. This is by Mr. AA from the YouTube chat. Will the technical product be easy for a layman to go for blindly?
Yeah, absolutely. You see, today you guys are so, I know the kind of questions that used to come around 2 months back, 3 months back, 1 year back. Today, the level of intelligence that you guys are reaching to, I applaud you. I applaud you because you're talking about investing philosophy, you're talking about multi-bagger philosophy, you're talking about challenging the score, you're talking about valuation within the score, you're talking about technical trend, you're talking about ye score ko isme and all of that stuff. You guys are evolving with the product with us. And I will not take that for anything away, even in the technical product. We will keep it simple. We will keep all the hard work to us at the back end so that on the front end, it looks simple to you, understandable to you. And we'll also tell you what are the risks associated to invest in these products rather than just about talking about a technical product frenzy. I think we will clearly display all of those, but it will be an easy, understandable approach.
Okay, I think based on international investing, got this one question by Mr. Gokul. Hi Mohit, can I look at international investing? Please look at my profile. I currently have a real estate land of 1 crore in South India, but the rates over here are surprisingly depreciating. I really want to get into the international market. Should I go ahead with the US or wait for your global market portfolio?
No, I think you should go ahead and subscribe as soon as you can. And please subscribe for 5 years if you want to, or if you can.
Okay. Um, just one question by Mr. Abdul. I just got myself subscribed yesterday for the 2 years plan. Am I still good to invest in the portfolio as of date, or do I need to wait for some more time? I am asking because many of the stocks in the portfolio where users have invested have already performed and don't know how far will the stocks go from here.
Oh, always concern. That concern is always there. At any given point of time, you will see and you will say that the stocks that are coming in are already up 20%, 30%. Why are you doing so much? You want to, I am saying that ek to aap pehle, you are looking at the investing approach that should I invest right now or not. Then you are going down within my model portfolio and saying, ye stock ka price kitna ho gaya? Why are you doing all of this? You just take a call of if you have 100 rupees, how much you want to invest today, no? And select a portfolio and invest, and uske upar, don't look at that portfolio. At what price the stock comes in, what happens, and all the stuff. I frankly, I'm telling you, cross my heart, I don't look at it. And have I made enough wealth? The answer is absolutely. Huh? Absolutely. I don't even want to talk my CAGR, but absolutely simple approach about. जितना अपन उसको कॉम्प्लिकेट करते हैं और अपना every time you complicate your mind by your personal biases coming in and all that stuff, it is eating at least 5 to 10% CAGR from your portfolio. आज नहीं आपको पता लगेगा 5 year बाद आप remember, you will remember me that Mohit had told me this.
Saurabh has asked a question on YouTube that everyone has different shares in the model portfolio if it runs on different dates. Don't you see this as a concern?
No, they don't have different shares. Everybody doesn't have different shares. So yes, there is always a 60-70% commonality in the shares that will be there. Because let's assume that today I'm creating a portfolio. I have a current portfolio, right, which has got strong buys in my portfolio. And if I have some stocks, if I'm over a period of time holding it, which goes into buy and then moves out, I still have some 7-8 strong buys. Now, if these strong buys have that score, then every portfolio will have these strong buys in it. So there's always a 60-70% commonality in between stocks when you take model portfolio on a specific day and maybe 6 months after that, if those stocks still exist out there. You don't have to say that, अरे ये 6 महीने वाला पुराना stock आ रहा है इसके अंदर, इसका तो price बढ़ा हुआ है. You don't have to see that. You have to only look at what is the return I'm giving you guys. There's every day तो I can't give you 10 new stocks ना. Today you will say मेरा आज 10 stock, एक महीने बाद मेरे को नया 10 stock दो. ऐसा नहीं होता है ना. Stocks that remain good, multi-baggers है. मेरे portfolio में Mastech अभी तक है यार. It is lying there.
Okay, Praveen has this one concern with markets more diversifying into other services like HNI. I'm worried equity will lose focus and 80% of accuracy.
No, HNI is only equity. What do you think? I'm going to start debt investing? No. I said that only when I talk to the customer and they have any queries on financial planning, on their insurance, I will personally guide them. But our product is only equity. Please. We are not creating some other products out there. It is only equity investing. In fact, it will be a high risk, high return model portfolio approach there, which will be much deeper equity than what we're doing here.
Okay. Yeah, one of the investors has asked about additional investment in model portfolio. Currently, is it's capped at around 1 crore. If I want to invest more than that, how should I go about? Do you have any suggestions?
So we have in the Mojo Professional, we have a facility of investing up to 5 crores. You can create another portfolio and invest from there. So there is no problem out there. It's not that you will have new set of stocks and now I have 10 here and I have another 10, 12 stocks out here. A lot of stocks will be common out there. So make sure that when you're crossing 1 crore, you create another portfolio and you do that. That's exactly what I do.
Okay, Nikhil Agarkar has asked, hi Mohit, how much percentage of return do you expect from the market in the next 10 to 15 years?
Sir, I think market should give you around 15 to 20% CAGR returns over the next 10 to 15 years. That is the market returns I'm talking about. I'm fairly, I would say, confident about that. And model portfolio should outperform by at least 50 to 100% to that. If it is a decently managed model portfolio, not just Markets Mojo, but anybody else as well.
Question by Benoy. Hi Mohit, the Indian market model portfolio recommends staying within 20 to 25 stocks, but in the US portfolio, I can see one which shows 45 plus stocks. Why is the rationale different here?
No. The rationale is that there we are looking at somewhere we are looking at index investing as well. So we have a portfolio which is based on S&P. We have a portfolio based on Nasdaq. In fact, we are planning to, we may launch a Nifty portfolio in India as well, where we will look at Nifty. See, there are two things that you do. Nifty has got 50 stocks, and what one can do is that you take the same 50 stocks, invest in all 50, but Nifty has got a weightage for every stock. And depending on our formulas, we change the weightage. So it's known as a portfolio which is a very strong portfolio in terms of the large caps and blue chips out there. The only thing that you're doing is that you're changing the allocation of each stock, the Nifty 50, you're changing the allocation of each stock basis our rating. So that's approach number one. The second approach is that you be in Nifty 50 only and select the top 10 stocks to beat the index. So these are approaches which are ultra conservative, right? And they will deliver on a longer period. They sustained 5 to 7 to 10% alphas over the index. So that is the approach that you're seeing there, where you're looking at 45 stocks and all. So there we have taken that approach because international markets, not just a market cap agnostic portfolio or a small cap portfolio, we've always taken two approaches. So every country will have 5 model portfolios, where 2 approaches are conservative approaches. In India, we have 3 approaches. None of that is the index investing approach. So that is something that we may look at in India as well, to come out with a very conservative portfolio. You have aggressive, moderate, conservative, to come out with a very aggressive, very conservative portfolio, which will be index investing.
Okay, question by Kyle. Is it possible to achieve 4% per month through model portfolio? What may be the percentage probability for a duration of 5 years?
Sorry?
Is it possible to achieve 4% per month through the model portfolio approach? And what's the probability of this?
See, I can't answer these questions. I think these questions are, what are you even asking me here? I mean, who can give you this answer? I mean, if I can give you this answer, you should pay me 10 crores, no? 4 crores, 4% a month you want, and you want an answer from me. How can I give you this answer? I'm sorry. I have no answer to this. I'm really sorry.
Okay. Question by Viraf is that even Joyson mentioned about the upcoming mutual fund model portfolio. When are you coming with this particular product?
Yeah, so mutual fund model portfolio is very close to launch. We should be launching mutual fund model portfolios, I think, in a couple of weeks or maybe 2 or 3 weeks at maximum. So, and mutual fund portfolio will be a part of that 8999 package of the portfolios. So that will go there. It obviously that will be a part of Mojo Professional as well. So I think in the next 3 to 4 weeks at maximum, we'll come out with the mutual fund portfolios.
Okay. Question by Mr. Inder Mohan. I think he has a particular portfolio. He says that
I'm not giving you a 5-year link. That 5-year link is over. I'm requesting all of you guys that if you guys want to save you want to save 4,000 rupees from me, then you should not be asking me 40% return questions, because this is a both ways thing. This is a both way thing. And when I'm telling you that I will take this up further, this will be 24,000 will become a 1-year price. Trust me, and you will see it, and I will take it right in front of you. So please do not lose faith by just paying 5,000, 7,000, 10,000 rupees extra. Do not lose faith in that. Yeah.
A question by Indo Mohan. He says, as and when my portfolio stocks are turning positive, I exit them and invest in the model portfolio. Is that fine with that approach?
No, that's not fine. You're not letting a bird, you've taken a nest. In that nest, you put a bird. The bird has just started flying and you say, I will chip the wings off. So in that nest, there are certain birds that are not flying. Please take the chips from there. Don't take a stock which is moving and cut that out. Please don't do this. This is the approach that is written to be 100% disastrous approach to cut out your winners. You should always cut out your losses and you should always encourage your winners. If you're not encouraging your winners by putting in more money in them, at least encourage them by not touching them. Please follow this approach.
Okay, Mr. Mood, that's with the Q&A session.
Yeah. So Jason put the 3 links out there before the prices increase further, and then again we get this pressure back. Guys, please, if you feel that the money is less, take the model portfolio approach, take the model portfolio package, a beautiful price, 14,999. Just a stock advisory, take that. Again, 14,999, 2-year packages you will not get on the site. And the Mojo Professional is for 24,999. The only other thing that I'll tell you is that in a day or two, InfinHub will increase. So if you have anybody inclined to taking the InfinHub pricing, please take that now.
Okay, moving forward, yeah. I've put the links for the offer. I also picked the link for the upcoming webinars. Tomorrow we have upcoming webinars by our CEO and founder, Dr. Mohit. He's going to help you out if you're a new investor and would like to, refresh your investment approach. Even if you're also experienced in investing, you can attend that event. And we also have a power series in the evening at 7 p.m. And looking forward